Hello, and welcome to the Vlogging Pod. We need to start by calling this what it is: the consequences of policy choices made by this administration. Not abstract failures or partisan rhetoric, but human outcomes. Immigrants being unalived at the border and in detention, migrants fleeing Venezuela, risking being unalived at sea because legal pathways were closed or rendered impossible. American lives lost on the street while protesting ICE brutality and state violence. Looming over all of it are future unalivings, made predictable by policy decisions, people pushed into crisis as housing becomes unattainable, healthcare inaccessible, and insurance protection rolled back. These are not isolated events, they are foreseeable outcomes of governance. And when policies repeatedly place human life in harm's way, that pattern rises to the level of atrocity against humankind. And this is where the Epstein saga stops being a separate scandal and becomes part of the same governing pattern. Because when accountability threatens the powerful, this administration does not confront corruption, it manages it. We see that first with the handling of Epstein files: delays, incomplete releases, procedural failures framed as transparency, survivors left watching the same institutions make mistakes without consequence. From there, the story narrows further. Ghislaine Maxwell invokes the Fifth Amendment, legally silencing one of the few remaining people with firsthand knowledge of Epstein network. That silence is treated as an endpoint rather than a warning sign. Depositions stall, civil discovery narrows, time does the rest. Then there is what never happened at all: Epstein's New Mexico ranch, long discussed, never fully investigated. No comprehensive inquiry into funding, visitors, or intent. An entire potential crime scene fades into obscurity, not because answers were found, but because the questions were never pursued. Meanwhile, the media environment fractures the story. Denials here, celebrity proximity there, viral speculation elsewhere. The result is dilution. Attention moves away from systems and institution protections toward noise that exhausts without accountability. Taken together, this is not coincidence. It is governance by avoidance. The same administration whose policies have already resulted in people being unalived and will predictably result in more is presiding over the quiet burial of one of the most consequential criminal networks of our time. Not through overt obstruction, but through delay, fragmentation, and acceptance of failure as final. The Epstein case matters here not because it caused these other harms, but because it exposes the governing instinct behind them. When accountability threatens power, silence is chosen. When human lives are at stake, delay is justified. And where the victims are immigrants, protesters, Americans denied housing or healthcare, or survivors of exploitation, the outcome is the same: human life treated as expendable in service of institutional protection. Today's podcast sources come from Never Met Dalai Lama Denies Links with Epstein, Adieu Anjis. Maxwell had behind-the-scenes role in Clinton World, Newser. Epstein Associates Ghislaine Maxwell invokes 15th Amendment in deposition scripts. Epstein files: congressional lawmakers call for Trump Commerce Chief Lutnick to resign or be fired, CNBC. New Epstein files raise doubts about date and cause of death, CCT glitch, prison timetable, and more, Hindustan Times. Attorney General Pam Bondi admits the DOJ completely botched the Epstein files. We got this covered. From Trump to Epstein, how Brad Karp lost his grip on law firm Paul Weiss, HuffPost. Epstein baby ranch plan to impregnate women with his sperm creates super race, India Today. Jeffrey Epstein is still alive? Viral pics of sighting in Israel sparks conspiracy theories. Here's the truth, Republic World. Thank you for listening. Until next time, bye bye for now.